What is going on, YouTube? PPS back here. It is our play of the day video over here on YouTube. Coming at you guys with two plays and then two plays for our Dinger Tuesday spots. Deciding to throw those in there just to have a little bit more fun. Since I already bet quite a few more dingers on Tuesday anyway, thought I might as well throw a few of them in here for our show. Let's go to our recap. We cashed another plus money spot yesterday for our YouTube play of the day video. Machado and Wilson Contreras come through. Contreras got out stretching it to a double, but did end up with two hits. Machado ended up with one, even though Alex Wood dealt. I said yesterday, there's two ways that game's going to go. Either they're going to score early and they're going to blow him up, or if he gets through one time through the order with no runs, it's going to be pretty bad because these guys have the Manny Machado attitude. Once they're down, they're pretty much done. So we will take that plus money spot. Nice, easy cash there. And let's get into today's plays. Like I said, I have two spots today that I really like. I think that we're going to get some good little run here coming. So let's start us out here. Houston Astros first five team total under 2.5 minus 130 over on DraftKings. My boy, you know who he is. Martin Perez on the bump today. Has been nothing short of fantastic, and he's absolutely dealt this year versus the Astros. And the crazy thing is one of them was at home, one of them was on the road, right? He had a 9-inning complete game shutout of the Astros at Houston, 7-inning performance against them with only one run earned there in his other performance there when he was at home. But Martin Perez has just been fantastic. His head-to-head numbers against a lot of these guys are very, very, very good. He's dealt against Bregman. He's dealt against Gurriel. Kyle Tucker's the best guy against him, but he only has 6 at-bats. You look at Jordan. He's 147 was his batting average against Martin Perez, and he's just a tough matchup, guys. Good changeup, good two-seam, got that cutter rolling in on hands. Hard hit rate has been fantastic this year. Huge step down, and on the road this year, a 2.2 ERA. Second half of the season, a 1.3. Nothing short of fantastic. Obviously, you're going to have a hard time striking out these guys, but Martin Perez really isn't that big of a strikeout guy. On the road this season, only an 18% K rate, but only a 235 batting average against. I'm not really super worried about that as much as everybody else is. His walk rate has been much better this year. But like I said, he's not a huge strikeout guy anyway. He's trying to keep this ball in the park, right? I mean, his numbers for that has been unbelievable, right? He has only given up 8 home runs this year in 131 innings. He has not given up a home run to a lefty this year. His slugging from lefties, so this is your Tuckers, Jordans, his slugging percentage against is .250. That is unreal. He's going to keep the ball in the ballpark. Obviously, this is a really, really big park downgrade for him going into Houston here. But I think this is going to be a fun game here. You got Urquidy, who I like to back at home, and you have a guy here, Martin Perez, who I like to back as well. I thought this number was way better than me getting a 4 from the full game because right now it's the Astros first 5 under 4, I believe it is. And I just think that I can get a spot here and a guy I trust just as much to take care of business on his own here. I thought that number would be 4.5, especially if you're going to give me a 2.5 here on the Astros. So I'll take this one. I think this is a better value. I think the Martin Perez under 2.5 earned runs allowed minus 110 is just as good. But I think he gets deep in this game. I think he goes at least 6, and then I just don't have to sweat an extra inning. So I do really like this spot. Head-to-head numbers have been fantastic. Martin Perez has thrown well in this stadium before, and I expect him to do it again tonight. All right, guys, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you know when we go live with that notification bell, and keep supporting all the passive props. I really appreciate it. Football's coming. You guys know how we do on those. I'm very excited for that to come around here. And let's get into my second play of the day. It's going to be Freddie Peralta with Wilson Contreras. I'm going right back to the well. Wilson Contreras, Paulo Espino, terrible against right-handed bats. Looking into, like I said, yesterday with Wilson Contreras. Bullpen is really bad, right, for the Nationals. We've seen that. But also at home, he's got a 143 WRC plus. He's been fantastic at home this year with an 866 OPS. And like I said, with Paulo Espino, not really many strikeouts. You got a guy here who does much better at home. I think you can go to Ian Happ. You can go to Contreras. I think this is a good spot for the Cubs again. It's a lot nicer today as well. Yesterday, the wind was blowing in, and Contreras still had 2 hits. So I think this is a great spot. And then Freddie Peralta facing off against Tampa Bay, one of the top strikeout teams in the MLB. Obviously, coming off this injury, he went 3 2/3, 67 pitches in his last outing. I thought that was very encouraging to see the 67 pitches. Only 2 walks in those, which actually for me is very encouraging. I'm very actually happy to see that he only walked 2 guys coming off of an injury for that long. But if you go into it this year, any game that he has thrown 80 pitches, he has hit this number. This number is still obviously because of the injury and stuff, but he went 88 game 1, had 6 Ks. It went 89 game 3, 6 Ks. 92, 7 Ks. 98, 7 Ks. 96, 8 Ks, right? And then he had a 10K performance against Atlanta. Obviously, the start before the injury where he got hurt in the game and the start after, he was under that. But I expect to see him out there for 80 pitches today. Tampa Bay is a tough lineup, but they do strike out a lot. And Freddie Peralta has the stuff to do it. Looking into his numbers from last year, right, that's what you really have to go off of. I mean, this man had a 157 average to lefties and a 174 to righties. He was absolutely lights out. His road numbers last year, 34% K rate, 33 at home. This dude is a strikeout pitcher. That's what he's in there for. He's not in there to get deep in this game. He's there to blow you up and strike you out. That's what he's there for, and I expect to see that today again with at least 5 Ks here from Freddie Peralta. All right, guys, we're to a little new segment of the show on Tuesdays that I'm going to do. All right, so I'm going to do a Dinger Tuesday long shot, and then I'm going to do one that I kind of like a little bit more. I'm not going to say a builder because there's no such thing as a builder home runs, but definitely a little bit more safe, okay? So long shot for Dinger Tuesday. I'm on Mark Canha. Mark Canha is facing Mike Minor today. In New York, obviously, Mike Minor has had a dreadful season so far this year. Really not much to say that is good. But he's given up 13 home runs in 39 innings to right-handed bats alone, right? He gives up a ton of pop. And you have a guy here in Mark Canha who has absolute beautiful head-to-head numbers here. That's not really my favorite thing to go off of. But he has 3 home runs in 18 at-bats, 3 home runs in his 6 hits against him. The slugging percentage is crazy here. And obviously the Mets should be able to get to Mike Minor. Also, the Reds are bottom 5 in pretty much every bullpen statistical category. So even if Mike Minor does find a way to get through Mark Canha, he still has some chances at the back end of this bullpen to get a hold of one and put one out of here in New York. And then I'm going over to Nolan Gorman for my shorter guy. He's at 275 right now on DraftKings. I think that's a little bit too short, but you're in Colorado, right? You get obviously the huge park boost. And then you have a guy here in Ryan Feltner starting he has faced 87 total batters. He's given up 6 homers to lefties in that 593 slugging percentage allowed to lefties this year. Been pretty good against righties, but looking into Gorman, right, he's going to crush, right? He's going up there to do one job, and that's put the ball over the fence, try to put the ball out. A lot of strikeouts, but Feltner's not a huge strikeout guy, right? So far this season, he's only got a 20% K rate. He's done a very good job of keeping the ball on the ground, around 44%. But Nolan Gorman is going up there with that uppercut swing to go put that ball out of the ballpark in Colorado. And I think that this is a great day to try to do it. First game of this series, obviously, going to be a little bit weird going into the altitude here. But I really like the lefties tonight, and it was between him and Carlson. And I think Nolan Gorman has obviously a little bit more. His plan up there is a little bit more to get that home run ball. So really like Nolan Gorman tonight as well. Quick recap here, guys. 2 plays and the 2 homers. Got Houston Astros, first 5 team total under 2.5, minus 130. And then Freddie Peralta, 5 Ks, Wilson Contreras hit, minus 120. Our long shot is going to be Mark Canha, plus 550. And our builder, plus 275, Nolan Gorman. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate all you guys for supporting again. If you could, smash that like button on your way out. And hopefully I'll see you guys live tomorrow for Pass the Prop. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.